All right, everybody, here we are with George Fant, your swing tackle, currently starting right tackle for the Seattle Seahawks, coming back to Seattle after a little bit of time away. George, how is the first few weeks of camp been going?
It's been good, man. Just kind of getting back in the groove of things in football, and then just the time difference and stuff here out in Pacific Northwest, and just kind of getting used to the building again.
Well, you've played for or with some really good quarterbacks. Obviously, C.J. Stroud last year had a great rookie season. Talk about Gino Smith and what it's been like to block for him so far.
Yeah, man. Gino's a really good quarterback. He was here when I was here the first time around as the backup, and built a pretty good relationship with him and some other guys as well. Then, definitely know Gino's a capable quarterback to make a lot of good big plays for us. Guy that takes over the huddle and takes over the line of scrimmage for us, and very confident and makes us feel confident as well.
There's some young guys on that offensive line as well. You got Christian Haynes, but I'm curious about Mike Jerell. He seems to be a guy that has some potential. He's playing behind you, a couple spots at right tackle. What do you think of Mike Jerell?
I think he's going to be a really good player one day. And I think it's going to be sooner than what people think. I had the pleasure of working with Mike a little bit in this offseason. He just came out and asked if he can come work with me, and I was like, of course. I feel like it's important to kind of pass down what you've learned to the next generation and the next guys coming up. So, that was a good opportunity for me to do that. And then also, man, just like watching him and the way that he's picking up on things really fast, I think he's going to be a really good player for a long time.
It seems like there's a lot of quality players at right tackle for you guys. McLendon Curtis played some guard and now has been playing right tackle. Seems like a violent blocker. Talk a little bit about him.
Yeah, he's another young guy who's figuring it out. Like you said, he's really violent. You look at him, he's kind of built like a guard, but really good feet, really good hands as well. So I think once he figures everything out and figure out the tempo of the game and how to set different ways and different against different rushers and a lot of different things, little small things, he's gonna be a really good player as well.
You've obviously been playing a pretty retooled Seahawks defensive line. Talk a little bit about the defensive linemen you've been going up against, and specifically the fact that Mike Macdonald uses a lot of twists and games with his edges and his interior guys. Who's kind of been standing out to you?
Man, a lot of those guys. Boyes, I've been going against him a lot. He has really good speed and he plays really good tempo. Man, all those guys on the edge, I've been seeing in the first group have been really good. Of course, you got Leno, and then you got Leo, and then you got Jay Reed in there, who's really good players. So many guys on that D line, and the way that they play, the way they do things, and on that defense is really really good. I got to play against that defense last year against Houston when I was with Houston when I was in Baltimore, and around that time of the year we played them first week and then we played them in the playoffs, and you just kind of see that growth from the first week to the playoff game. So I think that Coach McDonald's going to have those guys, and AD's going to have those guys firing on all cylinders really soon, and it's going to be a fun season to watch.
Do you think there's a comparison between some of those Baltimore teams? Obviously, it's very early. The defensive line you're facing there and the one that you're facing currently in practice?
Oh, most definitely. You look at the culture of there and what they did there, and then bringing that here and kind of intertwining that a little bit as far as culture-wise, and then also the way that they run the defense there. Obviously, when you come at the defense coordinator for one team, come to new, you take some stuff in that too. So they're doing a really good job of mixing a lot of things in, and like I said, they're going to be a good defense.
So Byron Murphy is built differently than most guys that play defensive line. I'm curious, is there anyone he reminds you of, having just watched him practice for a little bit now?
Not really. I think for him, he's a really good player, man. He's a guy that won't be denied. I'm having had some issues with him as far as cutting him off some time on the backside, just because his leverage is so different and stuff. He's going to be a really good player. He plays really good leverage, plays really good hand. He's strong, and he has a great understanding of how he wants to do things. So I definitely enjoy playing against him and practicing against him every day.
All right, talk to us about the Fant Foundation. What is it? How long has it been going on, and what does it benefit?
Yeah, Fant Foundation just to uplift our youth and our community back at home and just around the country as well. it's just been something that me and my wife created 5 years ago now. We're able to give back to, like I said, in our community. Turkey drives, Christmas giveaways, camps every year, financial literacy classes, just a little bit of everything. And it's just been our way to kind of giving back. And we've been so blessed over these years. My 9th year in the league, we've been so blessed all these whole years to be able to, be taking care of my family. And I think it's important to take care of my community. This year, really excited. Next year coming up, it'll be our first time taking it out the country. We'll be going to Africa and doing our camp. So really excited to go do that and get, out of the bubble and go try some new things.
It's amazing. Well, we had a pretty special milestone at Hawk Blogger on YouTube. We just hit 11,000 subscribers. We've given over $260,000 to charity. And today, as a celebration for that milestone, I'd like to present you with this check for the Fant Foundation for $2,000.
Thank you.
And really hope that you're able to use that to help everyone that you're already starting to help.
Most definitely, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate that for sure. Thank you.
All right, thanks. That is George Fant, your right tackle for the Seattle Seahawks and initiator of the Fant Foundation. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, man.
All right, thank you.